Good morning, everyone. Chapter 8, Part 4. Spirit World. Life in Spirit World. Hey, honey. Did you get some of that corn? You didn't? Oh, let me get you something. Back up. I painted some gourds orange, and they turned pink. I don't have much paint stuff left anymore. Children just about used it all up. And as you guys probably know by now, I don't go buy anything. I just wait till it shows up here somehow. So I mixed 3 different paints. 3 different types of paint. Not just colors. And it looked orange. But it dried pink. It's all good. I just work with that. Now I gotta be careful that I don't throw too much out here because all them other chickens will come and bother my poor little one that is such a trooper. Okay. When it comes to surviving. All right. Okay. Are you eating the corn? Here is that Asian long bean still going. Look, you guys, there's another flower. Oh, they're so beautiful too. Look at this. So, and it's got lots of new growth on it again. Huh? Amazing. Then here is, and it's the middle of October now. And here is that Asian green. It's like a Asian spinach, which too just keeps on going. And I just come out here and pick what I need off of it until I guess it dies down in the first frost. And then here are the loofah I'm growing for the first year. Look, there is still a bloom up there. Can you guys see that? That's how far up it went. So, no peaches on my trees again this year. Well, there were, but that late frost we had took care of that. But it's just turned into a loofah tree now, so be it. Yeah, but look, they're all over here. And my friend, when she comes, oh, there's a spider web. When she comes, she's like, what? She shakes her head. She says, eat, eat, eat. And I'm going, no, no, no. I don't want to eat them. I want them as sponges so I can give them away as Christmas presents. So there's, look at the nice big ones in there. Yes, so very happy about that. And then see, there's some little ones here still coming. See that? And I will pick those. I blanched them with a little salt and then put them in the freezer. Here is still have a second round of cilantro. So good. And then in here, obviously I need to do some weeding. This is a spice. I don't know what it's called. It was my Chinese friend too who brought me that. But it smells and tastes just like mochi. Herb that I know from Switzerland that everybody uses as a seasoning. Yeah, and then what did I do again? Instead of mustard greens, I planted turnips again. Ugh, I did that last year too. I need to mark everything so I can. I was thinking, I know which seeds are which. Look at my peppers, they're still going. Not as tall as they were last year, but everything started a little later this year. Because we had such cold weather. Ah, them chickens. That's my time. I gotta cover that again. Add a little stuff to it. And then here, the okra, still going too. Look, there's one. There is one. There's one. Yeah. And then I have a lot of them that have just a seed in it. I wanted this year. I noticed that the seed I've been using, just having 1 or 2 on it, it was a little weak. So I'm trying to strengthen the seed. Okay. People think chickens can't fly. They can fly quite well. That one came from all the way up there, all the way down here. Yeah. And then the basil, still going. We'll have some seed there too. Oh, look, little morning visitor. How wonderful. Yeah. And, oh, look at this loofah tree. Wow, that is something, isn't it? Middle of October. Look at that, still blooming. That's in my Rose of Sharon, who goes, hey, what's going on? Anywho, and the elephant ears, of course. Great staple food. And then I have some over there I didn't show you. The Jerusalem artichokes. I just leave them in the ground here like this now. You gotta be a little careful back here. This is called our snake country, but I don't see anything. Let's get one out. Oh, I gotta. Oh, there they are. Look at that. See that? There they are. I can leave these in the ground here. I might get me a couple out. I'd have to dig deeper. I need to get a shovel or something, but just wanted to show one. See, there they are. Ooh, that's what they look like. Often they're much bigger than this. Farther down they are. You get an incredible crop with just a few. And you can come out in the middle of winter when it's frozen and all that. You can dig them out as you go, as you need them. And they stay fresh like this. Nice and crispy. Yes. You know, I might just eat that one for breakfast. Clean them. The water buckets here. They're very nutritious. See that? Mmm. You hear that? Mmm. 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 What do they taste like? Mmm. Kind of like a potato and a carrot. Mm-hmm. Very much so. Like a potato and a carrot without the excess starch that you get if you eat a raw potato. Okay. Peaky's only going to get corn this morning. Ow. Look at them pretty. A lot of these just grown up here now. Look at that. That's going to be a huge rooster right there. There's another one in here. I love those white and black ones. You know, I think that's a hen. I think that. Oh, they're hens. Oh, that's even better. I was wondering. Gosh almighty, I got nothing but roosters again. That's a hen. Look at that beautiful, beautiful rooster back there. They can get in and out here. They're not locked in. Oh, maybe they are. Come on, guys. Hi, good morning. Hi, Toot. You gonna come out? Huh? Eat? Spirit World. What's it like in Spirit World? How would I know? Huh? You know how it is like in Spirit World, Maddie? Do you have a clue? Huh? Do you have a clue? If spirits, if you got give and take the spirits, obviously, the spirits come here. It's not like I'm going to Spirit World, right? With my physical body. Okay, well, one could say you travel at night sometimes, or you can, right? Yeah, not into Spirit World per se. The Earth sphere has an ethereal area too, right, guys? All right. I need to put you guys for the back. So, the only information that we have about Spirit World, if in the deeper crevices of it, comes from people who either had near-death experiences, and then noticed, they actually also only get a look into it to the beginning of when your spiritual life starts. I mean, just right? when you pass on, and then all right, I gotta fix that. And the other one is, if you give any belief to it, to people who, as spirit riders, what we call them that, have give and take with a person here on earth, open enough to write things down. Oh, shucks. Okay, hang on. There. One of these books, people can go and check that out yourself, is A Wanderer in the Spirit Lands. And there's another one called Tomorrow Something. It's a real small book. Anyway, I think if you go and check it out, you probably will find it. So, I have to say, when we have spiritual experiences here into spirit world, then it's very difficult to know sometimes, okay, what was that? What went on there? What did you do to your soul? Huh? God Almighty, look at that. Sheesh. There you go. Got a little trample session going on with it. That's what I like about these bones. They can take so much abuse, and then I just fix them. When you start cracking or something, just fix them. They last for a long time. Right? Huh? They last for a long time. There you go. Yeah. When I came across those books, for one reason or another, and the near-death experiences, with my own experiences, I kind of could make a picture, in a way. And again, not to, oh yeah, I know what it's like over there and this. No, it's to kind of help out there if people really struggle with many different things in the physical that often is related to the spiritual. Yeah. So, I've learned a lot through these books and found many things in it to compute with what I had experienced per se on how to help someone with a spiritual problem, a psychological problem, a mental problem. Yeah, so the one book. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Actually, all of them, and the near-death experiences as well, they have one thing in common. The people talk of this just amazing beauty and love that just almost assaults them, right? They're not ready for it. Wow, that actually exists, right? And then the warning goes with it. Yeah. Always. So right there, spiritual experiences are not just to have them. They have, I'd say 100% of the time, if they are true, a message that goes with it. And the message seems to be very clear, right? There is the warning. Don't do that. Don't become a part of that. Well, how do you do that? The Ten Commandments and the Lord's Prayer. Start with that. Then, the where one could be. could be. The beauty that goes with being in spirit. You know, guys? So I have one experience I'd like to share here. Not going to make this a very long one because, again, first of all, to try to explain it all, there are books out there, like the two that I mentioned, which I can't remember the one, and the near-death experiences. There's plenty of people out there who have them. There's a very common thread that runs through all of them. Right? They have very similar experiences. Now, I read one book of a guy, let's say, okay, I don't know where you were, but all right. But you will find pretty quickly what is best understandable for you, and you know, watch. Do these stories actually make sense? Do they compute? People all over the world have near-death experiences. Even not just Christians, people from other faiths, this and that, and then realizing, whoa, Jesus is real, right? Yeah. Oh, God is real? Yeah. So, that's what I found. What I didn't find, I'll bring that up right here too, is the conviction or the proof that aliens exist. Or someone now wants us to just call them extraterrestrials. What do I care what they're called? They don't exist, okay? At least not in the way that people have been building these castles in the sky. Oh, am I going to change my mind on that ever? Hey, listen, I have invited them. Okay, here, I got a landing pad here, everything for you, if that's what you need. And come on, have tea and soup, let's talk. No, nothing, not even a little flyby, nothing. All my life, I've heard all them stories. I mean, I've lived on another continent. They have their stories there. Then they have their stories here. Then they have their stories, I don't know. Then you're kind of going, okay, what are these stories? They don't make, now that doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's not that I didn't want to believe. I looked for that common thread that I found in near-death experiences in people. I've never had one, okay? But I couldn't find, that I could find in the near-death experience, but I couldn't find one. Not one. There's no thread. There's nothing that actually says, yeah, they had similar experiences, this and that, with, unless, of course, we've got a gazillion of them out there. Doing what? Coming to Earth and terrorizing us and what do you say? And do experiments on us? This, that. That's what I'm supposed to believe? Well, then how come they haven't come to me? Oh, they're probably afraid, huh? Not only that, if they have that type of technology where they can literally go someplace where, well, maybe the air doesn't quite compute with their, and so they have this technology, this awesome technology, this, that, then something must be going right on their planet. Then why would they come to another planet and hurt us? Why would they do that? Rather than come and teach us how to do better. They got it all figured out. And you see, What I found, though, in near-death experiences with people, or these books, a couple of books, 3 books that I found that say, wow, this is actually really good. Emanuel Swedenborg is another one. Now, he, for one reason or another, had a real, I have never met anybody like that. Oh, Edgar Casey, one right here from Kentucky. Okay, he's originally from Virginia. But anyway, those are people you can go and check out if you want. Not to, okay, well, that's how it is there. The reason I read these books, it was to, oh, yes, I've experienced that. Yes, I have seen that. Oh, yeah, okay. Something that I could relate to, and then work with it as they have worked with it. Okay. Emanuel Swedenborg, for example, in his books, refers to people, spirits, as angels. Well, he had that wrong. But I would say at that time, when he was writing those books, which was quite some time ago now, that the people, just like Jesus speaks in parables and I don't know what in the Bible, to have these stories. Because for some reason, stories seem to, at that time, maybe with the intellectual understanding that people had or what was going on at that time rather than what is going on now, they could compute these stories better. It was, it could be written down in a way that everyone could read it. Right? Yeah, that Hangul I talked about in one of my prayer videos, where Hangul was an emperor in Korea, developed this Hangul alphabet that then even the commoners, right, people of lower status could learn how to read and write. Yes. So sometimes things have to be watered down a little bit. Not just watered down, just given in a way that then, at the time of Jesus, stories were very much a big thing to entertain people, right? Yes? Yeah. Anyway, so Emanuel Swedenborg may have understood that, okay, and it's kind of when you read through it, you're getting it, he knows they're not angels. But for people to read the books that he so wanted to share, his heart, after being a scientist for so long, not believing in anything, then he suddenly has this epiphany and starts writing these books that are completely the opposite of what he has been doing. Starting to believe experiences, all these things that were completely rejected by him before that. I'm assuming he was trying to find the best way, a common denominator, so people would understand. Rather than, okay, there's a difference between living on earth and then becoming a spirit when you pass away and already existing angels. Yes, okay. Yeah. Oh, all right. Guys ready? Oh, I need to put some hair. So, hey, wait a minute. You were going to talk about life in the spirit world, right? How that is, blah, blah, blah. I'll give you one example. But again, this isn't something that you will not have the exact same experiences as I do. You will have the experiences that you need to develop your gift and to give your gift to the people around you. So, oh, something smells funky. Who smells funky here? Something's dead somewhere? Ew! Not liking that. Or maybe my smell just kicked in. Sometimes I can't smell very well. No, nothing to do with any sickness. I've had that for years. Watch out! Okay, there's some out there. Go on. You ready? You ready before the boy? Come on. You don't want to go out. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He wants to show off. Huh? I wonder if animals, I know I don't have to wonder, I know that dogs do. I'm not sure about horses, but dogs definitely retain a memory of who was good to them and who hurt them. And this boy came to us pretty messed up too. Doesn't like them stickers pulled off. Go on. People wonder. Donkeys do have that cross over the back, but it's really stretched out both ways. So, not sure, right? But little donkey carried our son from heaven, huh? Pretty cool to have one of them critters here. And then I guess Mary also was carried by a donkey while she was pregnant with Jesus. Pretty cool to have one of them critters around. And they're really no problem. Just get him fixed. You got to get him fixed. So, let's see. Do I want to save that one? I could just mention that one again. I've got other ones of that one, so let's see how it goes here. I'll give you a little something. Again, if applicable, where you can help in your own surroundings, in your own ancestry, okay? And then, of course, if certain things are taken care of, that may be, spiritually a problem here in the physical from your ancestors, even yourself and your family, it'll help your descendants not to have to struggle and deal with the same thing. Yeah. Okay, can everything just be taken care of like that? No. There's a lot of damage that has been done already out there, not in spirit world and not in the physical world, but to ourselves. Where diseases, this and that, syndromes, nobody ever heard of, have developed through ignorance of spiritual health. Oh, so no, it's just a consequence that just built up over generations and generations. Okay, it's not no one's fault here most of the time, unless you're on drugs and I don't know what, and decide to get pregnant and continue on with that. Yeah, then okay. Interestingly, a lot of these children, they have to go through withdrawal, but then after that, they seem, a lot of them, well, anyway, fine. Or they develop all their limbs. They may be a little slower in life, but again, what you going to do about it? Anyway, still wonderful children. I met a few of those. They're trying really hard. Anywho, so I sat on the, oh, we got a mouse here. Is that what I'm smelling? How long that been here? I don't think it's in here that long. Oh, it's a baby. Oh, Burlington. This is what? You want them to grow up around the house? Oh, it's a baby. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. Sorry, little one. You didn't make it to adulthood. Oh. All right. Meal for the ants. So, I sat on the back steps and I can't remember now. It's been a few years now. I can't remember. Someone had passed away about 3 months before that. That was quite close to her family. And family member, per se. And I guess the give and take that we've had during our lifetime together here, it left an impression somewhere. Anyway, I sat out there and suddenly I'm hearing this, I heard something, crying or just sighing or something, and I'm closing my eyes. At that point, I'm closing my eyes. I don't see spirits, just, I know they're there. I can feel them. I can see, kind of with my spiritual eyes, with my spiritual sense of seeing, I can see them, okay? But as far as with my, no. So, I'm closing my eyes so I have a better view. And here's this person, kind of crouched all the way in the dark. I could see through the dark. That again, spiritual senses work a little different. I can see through the dark, and I see her crouching, going, "Hey, what are you doing here? What's going on with you? Dear, what? She says, I'm lost. I'm lost. I don't know where to go. Let's go." And I looked around. At that point, it was to my left. I was sitting there. It was to my left where she was crouching in the dark. So then that was my attention, right? Now I had to, okay, all right, let's look around. And to my right, I could see a path, right? and a light. Right? And so people often, when you have near-death experiences, they talk of a tunnel, right? Where people going like through it, and it's true. But the thing is, there's no tunnel there. There's no tunnel like we know here in the physical and how you build a tunnel, right? Where it's arched like this or whatever, and you go through it. This is not a tunnel of that sort, but it does feel like one. Right? It feels like this place that you go through, and it's very clear this is where you're going through. There's no veering left or right or up or down. It's a clear shot, to a light. I said, look around. I said, lift your head. She had her head. Oh, she's all crouched up like this. I'm lost. I don't know where I am. So the first thing, I saw the light going, oh, okay, lost. At that time, I wasn't quite sure who it was, actually. What the heck? How did you get lost here? Then, once I talked to her, I said, look, I'm not sure if you know, but I said, you're in spirit world. I'm just lost. It came constantly. Right? It's almost like, oh, dear me, listen already. Right? All right. You have to be very, very patient. Right? You have to be patient and consistent when you talk to spirits that you're guiding, okay? And when they need help, not just helping you. Obviously, then you don't. They're listening. Or then it's most of the time you need to listen, right? They're trying to be really patient with you. So I kept on talking to her. Sometimes, I have to tell you honestly, it's almost as if everything else just disappears around you, and this is the time that you take. You just take the time to be there, right? And you're obviously seeing it. You're obviously being given this experience because you're needed. So this isn't oh my God, I gotta run away, this and that. There's no spirit in spirit world that's going to be stronger than you with just their spirit body and can defeat you. It's not possible, okay? Not going to happen. Who was it in the Bible? Jacob that wrestled an angel? And who won? An angel. One that's, and supposedly sent by God. Let's see. Yeah, right there. There is proof in the Bible. You will always be stronger if your physical and spiritual body is still intact than someone that's just working with their spirit body. There's no way they can win here or chase you off or, right? It's your own imagination that gets you scared and all that. Well, people need to get over stuff like that. Yeah. Or you got little kids or something. Well, little kids are. All right. Now, look. All right. So, always take my time. Or rather, I don't know I'm taking my time. I just do it. And it's always after. It's very difficult for me to figure out how long did this go on? Right? Oh, why don't I go and check the clock? Well, you know what? That's never occurred to me to do that. I should, I guess. But I just usually just so happy that things worked out. I don't even do that. Anyway, so here I am talking to her for quite some time. Then suddenly she lifts her head as if I finally get through to her. And it takes. You can't yell at them. You yell at them, you scare them more. then you just, and you have to be very gentle in a way. Patient and talk, just be persistent. Eventually, your own energy of wanting to do something to help. Now, you've been assigned, and that energy finally starts to make a difference in the dark where they are at, lost. Okay. So she lifts her head and starts to unfurl a little bit. I'm going, oh, now I see who you are. I'm going, oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, I'm so happy though that I'm the one that can help you out. So I said, look, I said, you're in spirit world. You passed on, and you need to move on, and I'm here to help you. Can you trust me? You know, okay. And I said, look around. Can you look around? Yeah. I said, you see the light over on the other side there? She said, yeah. I said, I want you to go towards that light. She says, can you go with me? I want you to go with me. And I said, well, okay, let's try. And I could, again, I didn't get off that step, okay? It was my senses that were going with her, not my physical body. And I was able to get to the beginning of that tunnel. There was kind of a beginning. You know? I mean, as I said, you could tell it was some sort of a schematics in spirit world that gives you the idea this is a tunnel. But it wasn't a tunnel, okay? I mean, not constructed as one that we know here. So she goes towards it, and I realized, whoops, I can't go any farther than this. And I can't remember if I was holding in her hand. I don't think so. I don't remember ever actually having, per se, that physical contact that you live with a hug or holding hands or anything. I don't remember that. That I've ever had that with any spirit. I don't think so. Anyway, so we're going towards that tunnel, and she's very willing with, you know, pleading with me, don't go anywhere, stay with me. I said, that's the here. And I realized, oh, she can't go any farther than this. And I said, I'm going to be right here. Right? I'm going to be right here. But you're going to have to start walking on your own now. You have to start floating. You have to start going on your own now. I can't go there. Oh. But by then, she didn't, I could see it too. It wasn't just the light anymore. We were close enough in that swirl or something that you go through. I could see something else at the end as well. And she could. So, oh, I said, you know what? I think you got your banquet waiting there for you. Huh? Yes. Oh, how did I get to that one? Well, again, with the near-death experiences of other people and the books that I read, they computed something, all of them just about the same, from all over the world, in which your reception in spirit world, to begin with, is really beautiful. And I think that the reason it is done that way for everyone, it doesn't matter who you are, is to encourage you that if there are things that need to be restored after the initial initiation into spirit world, that the encouragement is there, because your reception wasn't unkind. It wasn't condemning, regardless on who you are. If you were a human being on earth, it is for everyone exactly the same. And the value of that reception, that banquet, that to start with you are apart with many people that you know, this is as I said, an encouragement. And I find that incredibly beautiful. Yeah. What? So, yeah, everyone gets that reception. So she went got there. The amazing thing is she went closer to it, and I just stood there, and I was still kind of guiding her. So go on. Yeah, you're doing good. Go on. Yes, look. It got, the light became stronger. Right? Suddenly, rather than the tunnel that she still was in going, became secondary, and that where she was going towards the light became more clear, bigger, okay? Really big. Like, whoa, nice look there into it there. Oh, yeah, of course, I'm here. I'm going, yeah. And my attention was still on her. I just said, ooh, spirits can be awfully flighty, too, when they're scared. Yeah. And so I kept my eye on her. And then there was, you could tell, the kind of shapes that, could tell, looks like something with arms and legs, or arms at least, and some kind of a head, or this or that, became more clear, and you could distinguish people per se. I didn't know, I couldn't, all right, I want to say, I have to picture it in my mind, I want to say that in front of it, because that was such a big part of her life, I want to say, though I can't say for 100% sure, Jesus was waiting for her. He was right there waiting for her with the multitude of other people around, right? Yes. Okay, but can I say it for 100% sure? No, she could, but yeah, what to expect. So she goes and she gets there, and it was like this just cloud, right, of spirit presence, right? Again, okay. Oh yeah, there was her husband, and there was her sisters and brothers and mom and dad and grandpa and grandma and who knows what other good friends she had. I don't know. I have no idea. All I could see once she got there, it was still, her form, by the way, became more and more clear the closer she got to the end of that tunnel, to that light, to that, right, where she kind of stepped out of, I guess. And here she is. She is, I can see her clear as day from the back, know exactly who she is, beautiful, this, that, and she keeps on going. She's so tiny too. And she's suddenly enveloped in this hug, spiritual hug of whoever was there. Beautiful moment. Oh my gosh, my tears started coming down. Going, I've never seen this before like that. And I just, oh my gosh, I get to see that. It was unbelievably beautiful moment. And to be a part of that, I felt so honored, so, wow, worthy. I felt so, there was this, just, yeah. Right, yes. And last thing that happened during that vision, helpful chunk of time, she turns around and she waves. There were no words after that. There was no words. I couldn't hear anything, her saying anything. She just waves and smile, all smiles. The beautiful face I remember when she just smiled. Yes. So, that's what I wanted to share today. I think I'm going to keep the other one, experience, in a way similar, a little different circumstance. Oh, so why was she lost? I have no idea. I'm not privy to that. Why would I know that? Why she was lost? Oh, we could, maybe not quite as secure in her faith as she thought she was, or maybe there was something where she left someone else in the dark, and this was already a way where she was restoring per se and had to go through that? Yeah. What if I would not have been there? What if she would have gone somewhere else rather than, make her, was she guided to this place, crouching where she was? I just happened to go out on the back step and sit there, not thinking for a moment, because it was cool there too. I don't know. I don't know that. Nor do I ask. Because the happy moment that you see when something actually, okay, there you go. Done. I'm done. Then I'm done. I don't go and reminisce over it, this and that, because then you're just convoluting your mind with things that you don't need to know. That's none of your business anyway. Right? You see? Yeah. Yep. Then after she went, the whole thing just closed down. That was it. I opened my eyes and going, I had tears coming down my face. I was just, what a beautiful moment. With the spiritual gifts given to me, entering Earth's sphere, and I used them. I used them, not just to help people on Earth here with certain things or guidance or try to teach this and that. For I know some people just disagree. Well, I can't help that. I still must get going to where I am going, and to be able to help in spirit as well, because no doubt when she has reached a certain level in spirit world, has grown spiritually, taken care of some things maybe that she needs to, which again, I don't know that. Then, okay, well, no, I don't know that. Then I know where I send them sometimes. When I realize, okay, you don't need me anymore. You need to go someplace else now, higher up. Just happy I was there. Just happy I could be of help. And no doubt she will, when she, as I said, she will help me. There will be help from her. The sign, the snap, if I need it, or beautiful, isn't it? Yes. All right, well, oh, no chickens. Am I too early? It's all quiet. Isn't that kind of interesting how quiet it is today? I'm a little earlier than I was yesterday, so maybe I haven't reached quite the stage to come in and start laying eggs. Chapter 8, Part 4, Spirit World, Life in Spirit World. Yeah. Life in Spirit World. Who knows what that actually is? But we have experiences. People have experiences where you get an inkling on what the beginning of that life is. And I think we should not ignore that. Those are definitely experiences of people and near-death experiences, and books that people write. As I said, there are a few really good ones out there explaining things, or just explaining their experience or sharing their experience, that we should pay attention to. We can prepare ourselves. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share on that one. Tomorrow we'll continue, or whenever we continue, part 5 in chapter 8, Spirit World, on very difficult cases in Spirit World. Okay. Then we'll, okay, all right. So what did I just say before? I have seen deeper into Spirit World, as have others. I'll share a deeper experience tomorrow. Step 2. God's love and blessings always. Now we'll talk to y'all another time.